Yo.
I ain't have to jump in, jump out this time.
Okay. Hopefully, think like by now niggas will work on it. Yeah, that's it. Everything good though, brother?
Everything good. Everything good with you?
Yeah, I'm cooling. I'm cooling. You know, just going over the little topics that should be just like annoying, considering what's going on and whatnot.
Yeah.
Um, I know we was talking about the whole Jada Pinkett Smith and saying it's hard to maintain a sex life with Will Smith, and this is like caused a lot of debate online. You know what I'm saying? Basically, another
Yeah. Another polarizing topic. Always gonna do that.
females thinking this way, males thinking this way. What you think about this, man?
I mean, like, I get what she's saying, but like sometimes like the stuff she says isn't bad, but it's just like you don't have to come out and publicly keep saying this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
granted, y'all been together for so long. Stuff might get stale. You know what I'm saying? But like, you should talk with your partner on how you can spice stuff up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just it seems like it always comes out and like kind of demoralizes Will. And like how
right.
we always say, like if a guy was to come out and say half the stuff or do half the stuff she did, it's GG's.
Man,
GG's in the chat.
leave that nigga. That nigga ain't cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. How
And
could you date a young black woman out here providing for their family, taking care of their family?
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But
Just
like,
but niggas supposed to, yeah, man, it's like piece by piece every podcast we do. It's always seemed like we go over a scenario where it's like niggas just supposed to put up with anything.
right, yeah,
Like niggas got to be robots out here, and that shit's crazy, bro.
yeah. Like we have no type of emotional feelings or nothing about that. We just gotta just eat everything, like you said,
Hmm.
deal
I
with it.
I want to kind of hop on like something, right? And it's like, I understand stuff could get stale, but at the same time, bro, they got like otherworldly resources.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
And is she going above and beyond? Like, is it one sided? Like, we don't know, but like, it's just hard to believe. And even if stuff do get kind of stale, like I seen somebody say on Facebook, like every moment of your life ain't gotta be exciting. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Like it's just man, I don't know.
And that like kind of like brings up the point like every part of your life ain't gotta be perfect too. How like women be, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this nigga doing this, that, and the third, or whatever. And not saying he's bad in bed, but the bed might be lacking right now. But like shit, the nigga paying for everything, take care of everything, take care of the kids, do all this, that, the third. You know what I'm saying? Now he'll make you look crazy. You know what I'm saying? If he is cheating or whatever. But it's like it's still it's always something.
All right, all right. And how old is Will Smith? Is he 50? Is he 50 yet?
He probably gotta be. Let me see if I can
Yeah.
Google it real quick.
Yeah. All right, so why are you googling that? It's like, yeah, it's just like you know,
53.
53. Okay. Before I even get to what I'm about to say, like how
Right.
healthy do you need your sex life to be? And
At that age.
you
Yeah.
pushing 60. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like something might be wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? But no, I was gonna say like the piggyback on what you were saying, like, yo, when Will Smith calls it a career, Will Smith is gonna go down. I'm not saying he's the best, but you can make an argument he's gonna go down as the best
Yeah.
actor of all time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, even though we might not be fans of like some of the movies, the man, he does movies now. You
And
know
he
what
has a range.
I'm saying?
Comedy, action, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Drama. Like he has a range. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
So it's like a brother can't get no leeway a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, bro.
Like
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 like, like Chris Rock stuff be hitting harder than shit. You know what I'm saying? More lately, yeah. And like only like women and dogs I like love unconditionally.
Oh
Men only
yeah,
can love on what they can provide.
yeah. And we just sit back, and it's funny how like a lot of the life lessons come from like the little stand up comedy. Ain't that something?
Yeah, cause they be speaking true. That's why like you can't censor these guys, man. Just cause you don't like it. Some of the good ones they be talking, bro.
Yeah, yeah. So shout out to Chris Rock, man, because I have seen that video floating around lately. And also when it comes to censoring, shout out Dave Chappelle, man. He's out here doing excellent damage control. I think though, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, what you think damage control? Like the whole
Yeah,
organizing of a sit down?
yeah.
But at least he's doing it on his terms as of right now. Like
Right.
he don't seem like he's trying to like bow down. Like his whole point was never just to say F him or whatever. Like you want to have a conversation, you have a conversation, but it's gonna be on my terms and we gonna do it my way and stuff like that. So that's what's up. Like you said, he never was like a bad person, that homophobic. You know what I'm saying? So giving him a voice, listening to him, whatever. That's good. That's what it's supposed to do.
Hmm.
Discourse.
Exactly, and that's got to get uncomfortable in order to make progress somehow. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, speaking of homophobic, have you seen the new movie Halloween Kills?
I haven't.
Yeah. So there's a scene in this movie where Michael Myers kills this gay couple, and it's been receiving tons and tons of backlash. And this movie it's funny because this movie was already in like a bunch of debates because like a lot of people are torn on how they feel about this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of people like it, a lot of people didn't like it. I'm more so on the side of like I liked it. It's just that at this point, Michael Myers might be a little too. It might be a little bit too much overkill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not in the sense of like he killing too many people, but in the sense of
It's been too many of them.
like they done did everything you could do to a person and he ain't die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Jesus Christ, Joy. But
Oh yeah. I meant to say that before we started the
podcast. Yeah. But he's receiving tons of backlash for not obviously Michael Myers doesn't talk. So he didn't say anything homophobic or anything like that. It's getting to the point where like wow, we can't kill gay people now. Are we going overboard with this?
bro. Like, nah, they are going overboard, bro. It's like the whole point of like their fight for rights is to be treated as equals, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, if everybody else in the movie dying, and then like the whole thing with this is like just incorporate them in movies. You gotta die. You're in a horror movie. You gotta die just like everybody else. Black people die, white people die, Asians die. Like everybody dies in the movie. Like why you can't die in the movie? That's what like kills me about like the whole push or whatever. It's like
Mm-hmm.
they don't want equality. They
They
want to
want to
be
be
treated
better.
better.
All
Right.
right, exactly. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, like it'd be cool, like, you know what I'm saying, like speaking on Dave Chappelle, bring it back to Dave Chappelle, like
Mm-hmm.
everybody laughed like when he did the jokes, you know what I'm saying? Putting blacks in that so bad picture, like the whole lottery, buying babies, and the dice game stuff, the racist, black white supremacists.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody laughed at that, but then anything close to, you know what I'm saying, talking about the LGBTQT, like oh my god, you know what I'm saying. So it's like they don't want
Mm-hmm.
equality; they want to be treated as superiors, and like I'm not jacking that.
Yeah. I'm not rocking with it because it's like the equality thing. At the end of the day, I do feel like a lot of gay people do get treated bad, but you can make an argument for a lot of different types of people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Nobody get treated. I feel like nobody gets treated worse than black people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
No matter what kind of origin, your sexuality, gay, straight, whatever. Like I feel like black people probably get treated the worst on earth. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's like now, don't get me wrong, because it's a lot of black people that once you talk to them, you kind of can see like they want to just be the superior ones too. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. But if that's the case, then just say that.
Yeah.
Like, don't because we see this like when we be in the parties or we be just talking in general. Like a lot of people be saying one thing, but they be meaning something else though.
Yeah.
And when you talking to people, we listening is like, yeah, you say you hungry, that must mean you want to eat. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not, oh, I'm hungry, but then that just means you just want to go out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I
Be
don't know.
clear.
Yeah, you gotta be clear. Like, if you just want to be superior, I mean, granted, it might not work anyway, but at least just be honest about it and shit. Like, stop trying to manipulate the system and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
But hopefully this blows over because I heard the movie's doing real well. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Bows well, like you said. I told the game. Game said it's supposed to be like some type of little trilogy within the whole saga or whatever. So it's already another one planned. So that bodes
Yeah.
well for the next one coming.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the second one of the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one, the next movie would be the last one, I guess. I mean, if you watch this movie, it's like the next movie has to be the last movie because this movie they pretty much did everything you could do to a villain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the next movie has to be like some fluke thing happened to get him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
like yeah. But yeah, that's. I just feel like, man, this is getting ridiculous. Like you just you just can't breathe wrong around these people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of crazy, bro.
Yeah, and it's not all of them though, because like I work
Right.
with
It's not. Yeah.
yeah, I work with a few of them with these photography things and all of that. So there's a lot of cool ones out here. But
Yeah, but that's with any group though. There's always gonna be different levels and stuff.
yeah,
But it
yeah,
seemed like right now, like some of those people be the ones with the loudest voice though. Like we always hear them always outrage with something. Always
mm-hmm.
outrage with something. Sometimes they got points and sometimes like, all right, come on, man.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I guess once you get in that spotlight, you know what I'm saying, and you probably was thinking like this shit ain't gonna never work.
Mm-hmm.
And then if fuck around and work, and then you just be like, oh, what else I could, you know what I'm
Right, see just how far you can push it.
saying?
They bowing down, they acquiesce and everything we ate. You know what I'm saying? Let's ask some more. What else could we milk these niggas for?
Mm-hmm. Until somebody just, not somebody, but somebody's just put their foot down.
Yeah, that's
And
why I was like really liking with the Netflix CEO. I'm like, wow. Even though like
yeah,
we see like it shouldn't have been too much. Like let's say I don't think Dave said nothing like super bad like that.
right.
But just for somebody of that type of stature to like finally say, all right, enough LGBTQ, like y'all wilding. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was fucking with that.
Yeah, definitely shouts out to them. And even still through this whole process of like not pulling the you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Cause I'm surprised, you know what I'm saying? That normally what happens and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. They're probably helping them like structure the sit down or whatever they're trying to do. But yeah, shouts out to them for standing by. Also, can't forget the part that that special's done outrageously well as well. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So you can understand there might be a little money incentive behind not wanting to pull it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But all in all, we've seen you know high stakes stuff get pulled before, even if it is a money thing.
Right, yeah, that's what I was just gonna say too, yeah.
There, so speaking of high stakes money, you know, we we talked about on the last podcast. I think that was the last podcast. The whistleblower, and the Facebook situation.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, in the wake of that situation still going on, still going to be probably some type of trial, see what's going on. Mark Zuckerberg broke news the day before yesterday and said that Facebook Corporation will now be known as Meta starting December 1st. Said he was going to change the name to Meta because he wants Facebook, which will soon be known as Meta, to dive more into a metaverse type of feeling. And people don't know what metaverse is. He wants Facebook to become as close to virtual reality as you can possibly get. Um, think of like a real life Sims or something like that.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking when I just seen like the headline about
Mm-hmm.
the metaverse or whatever. That's just what I was thinking.
Yeah. So that's I ain't gonna lie. It sound groovy. Sound like a good idea. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But in the wake of what's going on, like should we really be on board with Zuckerberg? What do you think?
I don't know if we should be. And like while it sounds cool, I think it's like one of the things that might be cool to try, but like I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't know if I want to get on Facebook or whatever. It's going to be Meta. You know what I'm saying for that. You know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would assume, I guess you gotta buy in, say they're a little expensive Oculus headsets and all that for that too, to like maybe get the whole immersive, you know what I'm saying, feeling of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, it might be cool to try, or whatever. I don't know, but like, man, this is crazy though. Yeah, it's definitely a wild time to be shifting gears in the midst of your scandal. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like you didn't beat the case or anything like that. The case
But yeah, it might be too ambitious. You know what I'm saying? Might gotta depending on the results of this. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm. Yeah. Is that kind of like? Would you take that as kind of like a red flag, or do you just take that he's like very confident that it's nothing going on? At least that he can get in trouble for.
I think more so a red flag. I think we definitely know he got there's some stuff he probably can get in trouble for, but it's all about the money, the lawyer game, if he can avoid it or not. There's probably stuff there though, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
like we gotta see how
yeah,
this plays out.
he's one of the richest guys in the world. So
Yeah.
I'm quite sure,
Them niggas be like a butt of law, like in their height of their stuff. And it's only like when they not beneficial. All
Mm-hmm.
right, let's go get them. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and he's already at the top of pretty much like the social media game, and then to introduce this, which is, I guess, when you look at it from that kind of standpoint, like you just said, it's actually kind of a brilliant idea.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they will be a little bit more lenient on me if I let them know what direction we're gonna go in and all that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But at the same time, with all the little accusations of like these terrorist groups that we can call them, of having these meetings on there and wiring of like money and stuff, and these deals, underhanded dark deals being made on there. Wouldn't it just be worse with like that type of virtual stuff going on?
Yeah, probably would. Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's crazy now that you say that. It's like my homies keep getting suspended. You know what I'm saying for curse on the jump, but that type of stuff goes down on type of it. Like that's kind of crazy when you think about it.
I got suspended like to get all together probably like 3 times over the course of like a long time. But the last time I was just like, it was when I think it was the day that J. Cole album came out, and I think Nicki Minaj had dropped like the mixtape the same day.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I didn't. What I felt I said wasn't even like nothing like crazy or nothing. I know my bro had made a status, and he had said like Nicki Minaj gave us a project that only got 3 new songs on, the rest of it recycled. And so I commented on the joint, and I was like, I said, yeah, that is wow. I knew some of them Jones that sounded like familiar, and I asked him to make the little status public. So when I shared it, I shared the John and made a caption, and I was like, she need to be ashamed of herself. Like if I was in the studio, I would have, killed her or something like that. I guess that, came off. But you know how when we talk,
Yeah,
it
that's how
ain't,
we talk. Yeah, that's why
yeah.
like that stuff is like, yeah,
Yeah. So once I got suspended for that, I'm like, all right, I'm just not about to be saying nothing no more for real.
yeah. That's another conversation I kind of wanted to have too.
What's that?
Like just like the policing of like speech like that, and it's like it's hard because like people not from our area or not even in our culture.
Right.
So like you know what I'm saying, the way we say stuff isn't as bad as you might think. You know what I'm saying? Like people be thinking too literally, and we don't be talking like literally. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Uh,
How we say like we might be mad at something like, man, that's gay as hell. 2K did that to me, but you know what I'm saying? We're not even talking about that community. You know what I'm saying?
right. 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 Oh yeah, it's they just forcing us to like that. But then, like you said, all that shit come out, and it's like, well,
I know some keywords had to hit your algorithm for you. You know what I'm saying? The flag or catch this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
like know the community guidelines was broken. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. Community guidelines. That's funny.
Because that's the first thing. Like,
Yeah, that's their
yeah,
verbiage.
yeah. When they send you the little notice, that's the first thing that be highlighted at the top. Community guidelines. You might have broke one of these. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead, sit down for a little bit. And that's another thing. Like, they don't even tell you what you really did. It be just like a big list of stuff, and you got to just,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Kind of got to guess or whatever.
Yeah, like, but yeah, like you said, I kind of feel like depending on who you are, like if you make a page and you just like, I guess, a political figure, public figure of stature or something like that, yeah, this shit probably don't count towards you. Because you be seeing like the celebrities and stuff be tweeting out of control, not tweeting, but on Facebook, and they'll make like statuses saying stuff, and it'll be all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I guess regular citizens on the app, I don't know. But I guess we'll see how it turns out. I ain't seen no new. Well, actually, we did have a new design, like a little infinity looking sign or something with the M.
Okay. I don't know if I seen another thing. I gotta go back
Yeah,
and look.
I think I did see something like that yesterday. I know on Twitter it was getting made fun of by some higher end fast food places. Wendy's had tweeted out, in light of these new situations, we're gonna be changing our name to Meat. you know. And even they didn't change the at name, but they changed you see you got two names when somebody tweet.
Oh yeah.
They changed the top name to meat and shit, so they're making fun of it. I think McDonald's had said something like slick, so it's definitely funny to see like people taking little ribs at Facebook, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's see how it go. I might be on the outs because now that you brought up that Oculus thing, I know that's gonna be an arm and a leg.
Yeah. But hopefully, like in the midst of that, you can still just do the regular
Oh yeah,
Facebook experience somehow, some way.
yeah. Hopefully. Man, we need MySpace back, man. That's what we need, man.
Yeah, man. Update my music,
Man,
top 8 and all that.
yeah, put your little wallpaper on the page and all that shit.
Niggas was coding back then, man.
Niggas was kids coding. I already got the little graphic web design experience and all that.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy. Speaking of like the experience and all that, oh yeah, got to bring up the Howard University protests, and
Yeah.
this is a weird situation, and no, I don't know if you've seen like a bunch of the pictures, like students sleeping outside in tents and all that.
Nah, I haven't. I heard about it, but I haven't seen any pictures.
Yeah, so it's literally like students outside, like it's like a section with like a bunch of tents and stuff. Um, they protesting and complaining that their dorms are just unfit to live in and infested with roaches and rats and heavy mold in the wall panelings and things of that nature. Um, I'm confused because it's like now roaches that might be one thing, you know what I'm saying? But I kind of feel like the other two is like those should be like automatic. Something should be done about those, especially if you're paying the tuition. You know what I mean?
I about to say all that should be, you know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
And
But
I heard like that Howard's like a pretty penny, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's expensive. Yeah,
Somewhere like 30,000 or something like that.
and that's like I believe that's if you just live like in the area. Like I
Yeah.
think if you coming from like out of state or something, it might be even more than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I about to say I don't know if that even includes like the room and board and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Yeah, nah, that's unacceptable, man. Like, I'm glad they protesting. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, something get done. Like, they need to be held to the same stuff we get held to. Like, they be wanting to get Sally maybe want their money. Shit, they them niggas gotta do their job and livable experience so we can go out there and learn and you know what I'm saying, fucking get our future right. You know what I'm saying? Living in mold and rats and all that, that's unacceptable, bro. Like they be
Super.
breathing that stuff in.
Yeah,
Hell
super.
nah. Living in tents. And we were talking, just Google the picture. Like that is crazy.
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I
Like
just
some fire festival type stuff.
right. I just couldn't.
Ain't no way, bro.
Especially if you're not like, because you know they did say some people who was from this area just go home to their parents and stuff like that. But if you like your family cross country or something,
Right.
or you a foreigner and you got to go across waters, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like you just here living in a tent, like you know your family gonna be worried sick about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Like I mean, I love this area, but this area wild, man.
Yeah,
Weather
and
ain't weather been kind of up and down, crazy. Been a little bit cold, raining and stuff. Nah, man.
right, right, and the kicker, which was this is why I said Howard is starting to be funny in the light as well. Is even though I think it was recently canceled, the homecoming, it wasn't canceled because of the humongous like the big protest. They were still willing to bring in the stars to perform and all of that, even with this ongoing saga of like these unfit conditions. Like, how you feel about that, man?
That's crazy. That money you paying all them celebrities to come in and perform, that should be going into fixing the problems that's going on here, man. That's crazy. That's like you really see how people think and feel with decisions like that, man. That's crazy. I wonder did they? Oh, maybe they did some unofficial junk. 'Cause I was like talking to Johnny, and Johnny had recently think he went out to something or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I'm quite sure. I'm quite sure that shit probably still got shit jumping off. But as
Mm,
far as like that official jump, I don't think
okay,
they're doing that, or at least they haven't done that because this is normally around this Halloween weekend. Is normally when it would take place. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
So, um, I think because if I'm not mistaken, I think they might have already had the homecoming game.
Okay, that's might what he went to or something like that. Because I remember like we was playing 2K and he was like he stepped out and yeah, like said going to have a homecoming. That's what he said, but he probably didn't elaborate and all that.
All right, all right. So yeah, it's crazy. It's one of the most popularist HBCUs in the world, and you know it's been polarizing all these years for all this good stuff, and then seems like they're just dragging their feet with the bad stuff.
Yeah, and it sucks too in the wake of like trying to get people to go to HBCUs and one of the
Right.
most prominent ones is doing it. Then it's easy to say like now, see that's why I'm gonna go to white school, insert white school. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right, and
Not saying the white schools is perfect, but you just know how people talk and stuff.
oh yeah, of course, of course. And white people in white schools, I'm about to say white people, excuse me. White schools, they have a way of like not letting this kind of stuff get out.
Right, because they got the money and the resources to cover this stuff up.
Mm-hmm. And then I ain't gonna lie, they probably will go ahead and fix it as well too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that we just got to be better, man. Like
Yeah.
if the culture and the community ever wants to make any type of progress, everybody just has to be better, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Prayers go out to everyone dealing with that situation. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you stay safe, stay warm, and you know what I'm saying, I can get through this.
yeah, definitely. You know, wish that they get them that stuff fixed quickly. Like I said, I can't imagine like going camping is one thing. Actually, just like consistently with no timetable of ending in sight of how long you're gonna be in that tent. I just couldn't see myself doing that.
Yeah.
Um, so speaking of upcoming festivals or events, we got the URL Till Death Do Us Part partnership between URL and Drake Card coming up. This tomorrow actually, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, by the time this drop, it'll be like that day. So Saturday, October 30th, and I got a couple of what we think will be nice matchups. Um, a lot of drama surrounding the URL right now, man.
Yeah, wild lovers, man. Well, they trying to get them my own little reality TV show spinoff or something. Brought to you by caffeine.
Yeah, and I definitely see Caffeine doing some craziness like that, especially because Drake is behind Caffeine too, isn't he?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
so.
So they're getting the, if that is the plan, they're definitely getting a great head start to it.
Yeah.
So I guess we can just bring up little tidbits as we discuss each battle and whatnot. So bottom to top, we got Pat Stay versus Real Sick. How you feel about this battle?
This should be at least a very decent battle. If Pat State come to play, it'll be a good to great battle. I think Real Sick gonna take this. I think like Real Sick is like one of them young guns. He's not playing with people, man.
Mm,
And Pat State got that play with personality. You know what I'm saying? He's all about the jokes and all that, the swagger and stuff like that.
okay.
And you know what I'm saying, his last performance, I can't think of what happened, but his last performance on URL, you know what I'm saying, wasn't really great. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of all over the place. I think it was against K Shine.
Oh yeah,
And
okay.
yeah, if he comes like that against Real Sick, which is another MC to not to be played with, it can get ugly.
Yeah, it's definitely So you say you got Real Sick?
Yeah, Real Sick. Yeah,
Yeah,
2-1.
I'm gonna go Real Sick too. I like his aggression and hunger. These young up and coming battlers. Well, he's not really, you know, but I like.
New era, I think they call it. So
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, the new era battlers, man. I love their style. So definitely gonna go with Real Sick on this one. I'm not really a big Pat Stay fan, you know what I'm saying?
same.
Yeah, so if that's your preference out there, then that's cool. But I ain't really a Pat Stay fan. So next we have the returning Jazz the Rapper versus Young Gaddis. Um, Jazz the Rapper's last been seen. I think it was a 2-on-2 battle. It was that about 3 years ago now.
Yeah, about 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2018. She has not battled 1-on-1 in even a longer amount of time. And she goes up against Young Gaddis, um, who was recently the judge in the tournament. Because of what Jazz and them, the foolery that Jazz and them be on, I kind of soured on Jazz. Anybody know me know I used to love Jazz and shit. You know what I'm saying? But because I'm more sour on Young Gaddis, And because I'm starting to like KCJ a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
think I'm gonna ride with Jazz on this one. How you feel about this battle?
I don't know, man. Like, part of me want to go with Jazz.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Thinking to come back. You know what I'm saying? That's. I think she might have some star power with her, so that might propel her or whatever. But I don't know, man. Like, I just be iffy on rappers coming back. I gotta
Yeah.
see how they are. But the one thing about Jazz, she be at every event and she be around battlers, so she shouldn't. Hopefully, she doesn't miss a step. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So uh, nah, I'm gonna go Gaddis. I'm gonna go Gaddis 2-1.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll shake it out.
Only thing that just soured me on Gaddis was how she was wilding out in that tournament, being
Mm,
being a judge. Other than that, no complaints. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I'm about to say I'm not too familiar with her. I know she's an OG and stuff like that, but I
Right.
don't really watch women battle rap. I'll be honest with you. But the last couple showings of her, she was on Euro not so long ago. She was alright. She was alright. So
Yeah.
Jazz got to win me back over as far as the battle rap for. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just be picking people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, it has been. Like I said, I'll probably be the same way if it wasn't. I just wasn't so sour on Gaddis and shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So up next, and man, some of the originals just keep getting plates, man. T Rex versus Rum Nitty. I don't know how Rex continues. I know how it's political at this point. Has to be.
Yeah.
Um, Going up against Rum Nitty, and would I fully expect Rum Nitty to take this one walking away? Um, Rex, the last couple of Rex battles I've seen, it seems like he's guaranteed to at least get around. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then just completely falls off like tremendously after that. Like he literally only like puts his all into one of these rounds. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't know which round it's going to be too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it ain't like, oh, he always got a 5 first, or nah, watch out for a second round. You never know which one it's gonna be and shit. And then you fuck around and be none of them and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
either way, I'm crazy because I never thought I'd see the day where I'm, going against the Daps, but every fucking bar is kind of on a different level, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so I'm going Rum Nitty. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going Rum too, man. I think Rum is just too polished right now. Uh, Rex, solidified legend, whatever, but it just ain't their time no more, man. This new age of URL, man. These bands don't be playing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know they've been like super buddy buddy, like in the face offs and all that. So, but if Rum comes to play,
Right.
he's gonna punch. He's gonna punch Rex fucking head off, man.
Facts. And the thing is, like, a lot of these cats do fuck with these older niggas, because they, at the time they grew, they was looking up to these niggas, you know what I'm
Right?
saying?
Yeah.
So it's probably a respect thing at the end of the day. But I know one thing, a lot of niggas might not admit it, but one of the best feelings in the world is like, proving to like your big bro or something that you better than him now. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Definitely a good feeling, but I just hope niggas don't get too caught up in that and fumble the bag somehow away. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Granted, I know he stood in front of Rex before, but you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, niggas just don't fumble the bag.
Play
just
play around with a nigga.
yeah, you know what I'm
Nah.
saying. Take it too
Yeah.
lightly or something. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. So that would bring us to Sue Surf versus Calico. I kind of thought this would be a switch with the next battle, but I'm actually shocked this didn't happen at least 10 years ago. These are two smack era technically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Calico and Surf for that matter, they both turned at Summer Madness against John Donadon, that was Surf, and then against Geechee Gotti. That was Calico. Both did very well in these returns. Who you got in this one?
This is a tough one. I don't even want to pick the nigga, but I think Surf might get it, man.
Think Sir might get it?
Yeah, I would hope for I hope Calico do get it. Even though I ain't really too high on Calico. I don't know what it is. Just something about Calico. I don't
Yeah.
really bang with him too much. But I think he's the lesser out of the two evils for me. I hope he get it, but I don't know. I just think Surf is just handpicking these battles. This is like a rematch. You know what I'm saying? From the UW battle back in the day.
Right.
But I don't
Uh,
know. We'll
uh,
see, man.
um,
I'm going Calico. Fuck it. I'm going Calico.
and let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I'm going Surf. Right, it has nothing to do with like rapping. And now we can start bringing up some of this drama and these tidbits and all of that, right? So, if what JC says about Surf is correct, how when they was trying to set up a battle, Surf is begging them not to kill him and all that type of shit. I'm quite sure he did the same thing to Calico.
Possibly, yeah. I'd be wanting to think that he do that to John John because I ain't even a big John John fan. But like, come on, bro.
Yeah, like a complete DMP. Like complete did not play.
Yeah,
Coach's decision was John Don at that battle, man. I kind of feel like this is how it might go, right? Now, the original battle was Surf versus Calico. Calico backed out because he wanted more money. All of a sudden, he was guaranteed more money, but we didn't hear what the condition was. I think the condition is he has to let Surf go over. I really think in my heart of hearts, URL is going the WWE route.
true.
But
I
the
wouldn't be surprised.
yeah. But if it came down to rapping, um, yeah, Surf was fire. I like Calico. I would have leaned towards Calico too though. Like I think I'm on the Calico wave right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, he's one of the older people, but he still raps like he has something to prove because he feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
So I feel like you can't go wrong with those. But it should be a great battle though. Hopefully. Um,
That's all I ask.
yeah, with all these technically. Um, up next should be another decent battle. Tay Rock, who is all alone in the cave right now, versus New Jersey Twerk. How you feel?
This is like one of the ones I wanted back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and like it seemed like both from the time I wanted it, both parties kind of fell from grace a little bit.
Right.
So it's not as like anticipated or hot to me right now. But I mean, it got a potential to be one of the ones that both of them come to play or whatever.
Right. Right.
I'm just more so worried about Twerk than Tay Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
At least Tay Rock gonna give me 3 rounds. It might not be like his best work, but like with Twerk though, you got to worry about this nigga Jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And but I say then if he don't do it, if he Jersey out of this battle, then you got to start thinking it might be something with pressure. You know what I'm saying, or something like that.
Okay.
Cause like you know what I'm saying, he did it like on the whole battle for the new era with him and Hingichi, baby. That was too much pressure for him. Anytime the pressure is up for him, you know what I'm saying, it might seem like he might can't take it.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely a good point. So now we can watch the battle for more than just the battle itself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um, definitely, definitely looking forward to this battle. So you going to twerk or what? You going to rock?
I'm gonna go take Rock 2-1.
2-1. All right. I'm gonna go twerk, man. I'm gonna go Turk. I'm gonna say 2-1. He probably is gonna jersey out of one of them jumps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or he gonna stumble or something like that. So I'm gonna go 2-1, but I'm gonna go Twerk. I kind of feel like if he still got that presence, niggas be ready to rep when he don't even be saying shit for real. You
Oh, he
know
always gonna have that.
what
He always gonna have that.
I'm
That's the
I
thing.
feel.
That's why he can be so dangerous. Like it's gift wrapped for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like that's half the battle right there. You know
No
what
homo,
I'm
he get the bouncing or whatever.
saying?
Yeah, he take the shirt off, the jacket off. Yeah,
Yeah, strapped in and all that.
yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna go Turk, man. And that would lead us to our main event. At least that's what we think, because this can be, we seen from Summer Madness, this can be completely out of order. Loaded Lux, the godfather of the URL, versus Geechee Gotti, who arguably is the most hottest and consistent right now in battle rap. Um, how do you feel about this?
This is like a matchup, even though it got two big names on. I don't even know if I really wanted this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like I think, oh, but he probably wasn't on the podcast, or maybe it was. I don't know. It seems like it's a bit premature for Geechee to get it, even though he kind of deserves. He's been killing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it seemed like just like in terms of how like niggas be having load of Lux be making niggas wait.
Mm-hmm.
Like Surf just got Lux. What last year?
Right.
And Geechee's already about to get him. Granted, it's
Yeah.
the circumstance with the whole Drake thing. I think that's what niggas be wanting more so than anything. It's just the money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the money
Right.
is
And they
right. That's
did.
probably why he got it, even though he might, like you said, he might deserve it. But
And they do like to say that Geechee he's had the fastest rise to the top of the mountain in URL history.
yeah, it could have been Twerk too,
Yeah.
but
Right.
Twerk just
Right.
fumbled it bad. Yeah,
Right.
Geechee definitely had one of the fastest rides. Like you said, like look at the niggas he's getting. Yeah, this little resume job, like tough.
Yeah.
I think
Duh.
I think the only maybe one left was like Mook. Did they get Mook yet?
Nah, not
Maybe
yet.
Verb. Don't know if he got Verb yet.
I don't know if he wants Bird.
Yeah,
Like his, it's like for some reason his name just don't carry the same kind of weight. You know what I'm saying?
I would think so, but like you said, like you gotta remember these people grew up watching these niggas, so it might hold
Yeah,
more weight than them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. So we'll see. I kind of, if it was me,
I wouldn't want to battle
I,
none of them niggas.
I
I'd be
would,
thinking,
yeah, or I would have had to do Verb first. I kind of feel like once I get Lux,
right?
you know what I'm saying. After that, it ain't, it got to be Moot or somebody, or it got to come back down or
Unless you
something.
retire, you gonna have to go down though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's
You know
fact.
where
That's
else to
fact
go.
too. But now, and I'm not saying it's gonna happen to him, but what tends to happen is when niggas have these super meteoric rises, that's just how fast the crash is too.
It's funny you should say that because I'm about to say I don't know if I'm being premature. Geechee might let me down that last battle versus Calico.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know, like maybe it was just like it wasn't a bad outing. I just
Yeah,
think he
it
just
wasn't. It
didn't
just
have
wasn't
enough.
him. Yeah, it
Right, right.
wasn't
It wasn't like every fucking body like
right what I think he can bring.
yeah, super energetic and all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And that was like one of the ones that was brewing for a little while, and I think that's what kind of do it too. Is like you gonna have to bring it, like you done, you know what I'm saying, built this up, and it don't rise or live up to the expectation. Like
right.
the same thing they did with the whole Mook and Reed Jones. Even though I
Yeah.
wasn't interested, they built it up for so long, and
Mm-hmm.
so on and so forth. I can bring up so many examples of how they just brewed and curated or whatever, and they just don't
Mm-hmm.
deliver.
So hopefully it's a tall task though, because this is a quick turnaround. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Summer Madness is literally what, 4 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, definitely gonna see, man. This is speaking of Geechee. I guess we could bring up the tidbits about what former associate Coffee and Miss Hustle, and all the women. You been hearing about what's been going on?
Yeah. So it might have started before then, but like the thing was stuff kind of like hit the fan as of recently, you know what I'm saying? That whole little battle between Miss Hustle and Coffee, you
Mm-hmm.
know, how that went. If you seen the live stream, that probably won't get uploaded because wasn't good, so much catty action.
Right.
But Geechee felt Nunu wasn't keeping it, you know what I'm saying, fair. And so that spawned like some tension between Geechee and Nunu. The tension was already there between, well, he said he ain't tripping off her, but, Coffee and Geechee fell out. Coffee used to
Mm-hmm.
always be around Geechee.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's been like a lot of stuff. And then in the midst of all that, Nunu ex husband came out
Mm.
and dropped the bombshell of allegedly, you know what I'm saying, her sleeping and getting impregnated by Beasley, co-owner
Mm-hmm.
of URL.
Mm-hmm. And then shortly after discovering that, said she had got a abortion. Says that's the reason that what led them to separation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You want to talk about meteoric rises and falls? The way that I started to love Nunu versus the way that I quickly got to jump off of her. It's a crazy sequence. This might have been all of 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And it's crazy because you be thinking like, you know, chicks be bad and shit like that, and she's super decent. You know what I mean?
Right.
She got her own business and all that. You be really thinking like a chick be on shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then behind closed doors, like not only is she as corny as the other girl, she might be queen corny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's I feel sorry. First and foremost, I feel sorry for cuz you you got to trust your wife. You don't want to come off as insecure and all this and that. She around a bunch of dudes like consistently, you know. And it bring me to this memory, right? I this is about 5-6 years ago. And at the time, my female best friend, I asked her, I said, you know, how long you been with your dude and whatnot? And she was like, like 3-4 years, 3.5 years. And I was like, so what kind of like discipline would you have? Like when it comes to like other dudes approaching you? Cause she was like bad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she was like, what you mean? And I was like, let's just say you went to like Pentagon City Mall, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you going shopping, and Pentagon City is 4 floors, so you walking around all the floors and stuff like that. And you pretty as shit, and you got some big titties, so niggas gonna be trying their hands and shit.
Right.
Like, like depending on how many niggas going smack at you, do you got the willpower to turn all them niggas down because you got a boyfriend? And she was like, honestly, my intent would be to turn all the niggas down, but the way life is set up, I might give one my number or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that, like, which I feel like is a perk of having like female friends and shit. That's when you get to thinking like, yeah, if your girl is around niggas consistently, because that was just a trip to the mall. You know what I
Right.
mean? Nunu is like consistently around these niggas, so you get to learn niggas' personalities.
Yeah. She like you got remember too, she you know what I'm saying, she hosts events, so she flying out, especially like before the pandemic, flying out to host this joint this city. And then,
Mm-hmm.
might go get another bag here, do you know what I'm saying? So she's like a little socialite, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. All right, so Gucci got like a willpower
Right.
to just reject niggas. You know what I mean?
Right. And like we talked about with the whole Will and Jada thing, like You know what I'm saying? Like even if you doing everything you can do, it's gonna be something there, you know what I'm saying, that you might can't check off for her that she might go looking or just arrive at her, you know what I'm saying? Women like that, you know what I'm saying? They kind of get the
Mm-hmm.
pick of the litter, you know what
All
I'm
right.
saying? Like they get hollered at numerous times a day.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, definitely. I know it's painful as shit for cuz, but definitely appreciate that it wasn't a worse system. I mean, a worse like situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but man, how you feel about Nunu?
Uh, I just think she's kind of corny. Not even off that type stuff. Just the whole like her like instigating like the little beef and trying to be like a whole personality and
Nah.
yeah, she just come across as like kind of corny, trying to be like fake boss chick and all that. Like I ain't saying she ain't about her business and all that, but like yeah, she kind of like even before that news broke, we always kind of we
Yeah.
talked about her kind of coming across as a little bit of you know what I'm saying,
You just
got
you just
whack.
you just didn't have like you just didn't have like no concrete proof. You know what I'm
Right?
saying?
Yeah.
But we was looking at like the mannerisms. I don't know if that's the words you use when it's a female, but
No, it's mannerisms. Yeah, everybody got
yeah,
mannerisms. Yeah.
yeah. I ain't want to offend nobody in the community and all that. Cause yeah, a man speaking about
Man, yeah.
what womanisms or I don't, What I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, we noticed like little stuff that's like, you know what? That's kind of corny.
Yeah.
But you can't call her corny because she ain't like she gotta like do something. And
Right.
if all this shit true, then hey, Nah said back in the day, it's only so long fake people can pretend, man.
Yeah.
So other than that, hopefully URL get his shit together, man. Cause I hate to see, don't want to see this shit implode. The more notoriety it's gaining, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. There's peak business and all that, peak visibility and all that, and it'd be shame and crumble off like some dumb stuff like this.
So, anything else you want to speak on the URL before we get to the NBA?
No, I just want to say prayers up to Sirius Jones. I don't know if you seen that. It was in a bad car accident or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it came like a couple days ago. I think like as we was talking about the battle, we was talking about him and JC supposed to be battling. So yeah, apparently he got into a car crash going like 80 miles per hour. And I think like said something like his vertebrae might be broke or cracked or something like that. He's in the hospital. So
Damn,
prayers up to him, bro.
man,
Get well.
get well soon, please. Yeah. Um, I hate people that like speed, bro. That's like
Yeah, it's
one of my
no
pet.
point, bro. Like
Yeah,
no disrespect. It's like and then like people will do it in bad weather conditions.
facts.
Like when I be like going out, like used to go to work and stuff like that, and I see people zoom in between lanes. I'm like, bro, it's raining, it's slick out here. And then I always just see accidents. I'm like, see, like just slow down. Like either if you late, you gotta get in the habit of getting up early. Like you should like check the weather before you go to bed. Or
Mm-hmm.
check it right when you get up, so you can like look outside. Like, oh, it's this kind of weather. Check the app. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me leave out 30 minutes early so I can take my time going to work. You know what I'm saying? Because like you're putting so many people's lives at risk, yours and others. Like you hit people. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're not responsible. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. And that's exactly correct, man. My friend I was telling you about that had moved down south to do the
Mm-hmm.
music thing and all that.
Yeah.
The day that she signed the deal, she signed it up here, but she had came and got me, so she wanted me to like come and take pictures of like the whole little situation. And that day it was like super pouring down raining, and so when we left my crib, we went like towards the McDonald's and got on Pennsylvania Avenue, like literally doing like 75. And I'm like, Slim, like slow down, you know what I'm saying? And then oh, I mean, it's not that fast for 75. And I'm like, something it's pouring down. It ain't drizzling or nothing. It's pouring down rain and like one false move. And it's like like a little traffic out here. Like, it's gonna
Yeah,
take a little bit strong. It take a little bit like more to slow down when it's raining and shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Then you don't want to do that because like you're cocking, you can lose control. You know what I'm saying? Trying to
Yeah.
suddenly slam on brakes and stuff like that. Like, yeah, just slow
Right.
down.
Yeah. So I'm like, something
And
slow
shout outs
down.
to you for saying that too. You know what I'm saying? Some like people might not want to say nothing and of
Oh yeah.
fear of looking uncool or something. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I speak up. I speak up, bro. Like once a nigga like I ain't driving is driving. We on the highway or something and niggas get to doing 60, 65. I'm like, if it feels smooth, it's cool. Once a nigga hit like 70, I speak up and shit. Cause I'm like, bro, that and by analytics, cause you know how we do things and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, the niggas going 70 and up, like the odds of you surviving a crash is pretty much nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and the niggas that do be surviving, like you said, broken vertebrae, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nigga might be paralyzed or some shit. Like, come on, bro, that shit y'all niggas not even thinking like it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I have no problem speaking up. Like when I'm, like it, I know the cars can go 100 miles per hour, and when I had a car, I did it. I did it once just to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't no. Yeah, I'm addicted to driving like this. But yeah, definitely hope Sirius Jones make a full recovery, man.
Yeah.
Luckily he's still here.
Right.
Um Speaking of recoveries, we can use that to segue into the NBA, and with some of the stars are having a hard time recovering from the new rule change, which will not reward players for, I forget the word that they use. I think it was unconventional shooting motions
Yeah.
to
Yeah. That
draw,
sounds right.
yeah, to draw fouls. Um, of course, we know like the James Harden. I think he's the biggest culprit with that rule. Um, Steph Curry. I mean, they kind of threw Trey Young name in there, but
He
when I
definitely does it. He definitely
he
does it.
he does it, but when I like, I don't think Trey relied on it
Yeah.
though.
Yeah. I don't think he relied on it. He did it
Yeah,
though.
yeah. So and then they even had Damian Lillard, which
Yeah.
is
I
a
was shocked about that one.
yeah, which is another one. Like obviously he probably does it, but I think we seen plenty of Portland games and Hawk games. I really think just like the biggest culprit in this was James Harden. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like even Steph,
The
like
most egregious.
yeah, even Steph does it, but it's like we consistently see Steph go out and get 40 and 50 without
Yeah.
doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Like night in and night out, it's literally like a part of James' repertoire.
Yeah.
So Rue's been in. It's only been about six. It's about 6 games for certain teams anyway, and the stats have been noticeably down for 3 of said 4 players, with Trey Young being the only exception. He's still doing his thing. Now obviously we are only 6 games into the season, in which I think by now Steph Curry's points per game average has risen because he's been putting on some monster performances over the last few days. But James Harden has continued to struggle. Think he's been around that 15 points per game, 17 points per game range. How do you feel like, is it just, they got to get used to it? Is he looking funny in the light now, especially after what he said to Giannis? Like,
That's a good callback. But
yeah.
I think he just gotta give up on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, gotta get used to it. And I think the problem why he hasn't quote unquote adjusted to it yet, and I think he more so still pushes the envelope, and I think he still thinks he can force the official's hand to make a call. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people are just stubborn. I think he's more so one of the more stubborn ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like others probably tried it a few times. Like, oh, yeah, they say that, but you know what I'm saying? I'm still, you know what I'm saying, try to get it off. And they stop and they adjust and they just play ball now. Now I seen videos where he's still still trying and holding his hands up, looking and trying to get it, and it's not happening. So, but I think he still has a skill set. He can still be a bucket.
All right.
So I think he'll adjust too. Like he just gotta get out of that mindset of the foul just isn't going to come. So just play ball.
Yeah. Completely agree. Completely agree. In the meantime, obviously it's only 6, 7 games in, but Brooklyn seem to be struggling outside of Kevin Durant. That is. Do you feel like they miss Kyrie? Do you feel
Uh,
like they? Hmm?
I'm not going. I'll let you finish.
No, I was just gonna say, do you feel like they need like more help, or what you feel?
But this goes back to what I was saying. Like even if Kyrie's there, I don't think they're just a good team. You know what I'm saying? Like
All right.
I don't know. Like the depth. Like they got a few names on the bench, but like I don't think it's like spread out enough. You know what I'm saying? Like I still think they need like another like nice guard or a nice wing coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They got some nice big men coming off the bench. What and Millsap? They got Millsap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Millsap and Aldridge. You know what I'm saying? But like I still think they need like a nice wing and a nice another guard. They got Patty, but I think they need like a nice veteran guard.
Right.
But yeah, even with Kyrie there, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. Like I don't know. Just something with the team. I don't know. Just something just don't feel right with them.
Yeah. I really feel like the James Harden thing might have been like overkill because they had to give up so much and they gave up a great core of
Right,
players. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah,
You gave up the Spencer Dinwiddies and the Jared Allens, the Karis Leverts. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And those are niggas who was like doing numbers before you even got there. You know what I'm
Right, right. Like I almost want to say Brooklyn should have just went in with Kyrie and KD
saying? Right, yeah,
and then see what they had and then maybe trade for somebody. It ain't have to be James
right.
Harden, but
Then yeah, then like you said, then do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I think they'd have been way better off with a more fuller roster. You know what I'm saying? And then you could have got like use all that money to bring in like a cheaper veteran to add to it. You know what I'm saying? The Blake Griffins and all that. You know what
right,
I'm saying?
right. And that way, when Kyrie gets hurt, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You got more than enough power to carry on. You bring in the Patty Mills, you know what I'm saying?
right.
Like, yeah. But having 3 max players, extremely super max players, you leave yourself little to no wiggle room for the other 12 spots on the team. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So yeah, I think that'd be all right. Seems like it's a rough
Unless you
start.
the Lakers.
Yeah, and then you could just somehow, some way talk all these niggas into taking these vet minimum deals, and
Yeah, I don't know how those niggas pulled that off.
I kind of feel like they're paying niggas under the table. Like LeBron a billionaire, bro. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Man, I get, hey yo, hey, I know you was getting like 10 million with the other team, but that's what I'm gonna do, right? Hey, you sign with us for this 1 million, and then I give you another 5 million tomorrow. Wire it to you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, oh yeah, that's a bet, bro. Fuck it, And then he just, you know, getting niggas together, even though it seems like they struggling too. But you think their problem is?
I just think continuity. You know what I'm saying? Just playing together. I think we'll fix it all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
LeBron's been nursing the ankle injury. He's been out the last 2 games, but he will return tonight for a home game against the resurged Cleveland Cavaliers.
You might want to sit this one out, man. I don't know. You like, how you say like you don't want to put Justin Field in against the animals, man.
Yeah. Oh, want to bring Braun back and give the red hot Cleveland.
Yeah, Rubio. You know what I'm
Rubio.
saying?
Yeah,
Allen,
here's
Colin Saxon, and all that.
a lot of Darius Garland. Like I hear,
Yeah, man, the new Mobley, the draft pick,
yeah.
man. Yeah.
I watched the when you was telling me about the Clippers zone. I went back and watched the highlights. Niggas had Kevin Love going off. I'm like,
Oh yes, come on, man, Bron. I know you listen to the podcast, Bron.
Oh Lord, these niggas balling. I think it's the resurgence of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, so
Brian might be thinking about going back, man. You never know.
yeah, man.
This don't work out here.
I'm coming home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but definitely might try. It's gonna be a lady. We got a lot of sports stuff to watch too. SmackDown,
I
maybe.
got hopefully I can stay up for AEW.
Yeah, maybe Rampage. Yeah. Might see my boy. My boy might pop up tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And Bray Wyatt fully a free man now. So yeah, we'll see about that. I guess the last tidbit about the NBA before we get to the little facts or whatever is TNT, which was prominent for their Thursday night doubleheader lineup, decided to move it to Tuesday nights to avoid the competition against the NFL, in which they probably would just losing ratings. And I ain't gonna lie, last night probably was a very smart decision because boy did the NFL put on a show.
Yeah. It was like I was hyped for the game, and then you told me that Aaron Rodgers gonna missing 3 receivers, and it still doesn't end up being an exciting game.
Yeah. So yeah. Kyler Murray and the undefeated Cardinals versus State Farms, Aaron Rodgers, and a bunch of plumbers, man.
Plumbers.
That's how they be saying on ESPN and all that.
Yeah.
A bunch of plumbers. But definitely pulled off the 24-21 victory. Missing so many weapons, man. Aaron Rodgers.
Shout out to the Packers, man.
Yeah.
Complete team effort. I know Aaron Rodgers is gonna get like a lot of the love because he's the face of the Packers, but like the defense forcing like 2 to 3 turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
They came out and balled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Including a game clinching interception with a few seconds left, which seems to be I guess you can't really call it a miscommunication if only one dude, kind of not paying attention, not both dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, you still call it that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I guess
it was just more so on his part.
Yeah, maybe
I guess he ain't know the play or what.
Yeah, like you said earlier, maybe they called a run play or something. He audible, maybe he ain't here.
Yeah.
Maybe they in the huddle they was like, "Yo, I'm gonna go to such and such on this side, so you ain't got to worry about it." And then he seen the blitz coming and had to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either way though, I would have been looking for the ball if that was me.
Yeah, and like I'm about to say, like under no circumstance in a pass play that you should render yourself not an option. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You play to the whistle. You know what I'm saying? Like you do something like that as a run. You know what I'm saying? You run it directly into the cornerback. You know what I'm saying? And don't look for the ball. Like he didn't look for the ball. Like that's unacceptable, AJ. That man.
Definitely unacceptable, man. Should have stayed in Cincinnati, man. Because your boys out there balling without you, man. And now you costing niggas over here the game, man. But it was a good game. Both teams now 7-1. Excellent start off to what week is this? 8, 9?
Week 8. And they're like 7-1.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's right. And yeah. So with that being said, got anything else that we missed out? We might have missed on, or you want to touch on?
Nah, that's about it.
All right. So I can get to these what the fuck facts. My don't stem from anybody that follow me closely know I just covered a wedding or whatever last weekend, and beforehand at the actual wedding and reception, me and a couple of the groom and the groomsmen went to the hotel or whatever, lounging around, and a very nice hotel and whatnot. So my what the fuck fact comes in that I discovered while I was there and asking information about that hotel, about another hotel which was in Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, and so I know you probably might have heard, but Yeah, the world's largest hotel, which the junk got like 10,000 rooms. You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh.
I think it says 6 helicopter pads, and I think they're even going to be like working on it some more. Um, Obviously, no, we probably couldn't afford to stay there, but if you could, would you even want to stay in a hotel like that? I think that's too many people for me, man.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yeah, 10,000 rooms, like in that.
Yeah, you hear about like some of the horror stories and stuff that happens at hotels and stuff.
Yeah, um there's a crazy story going around now about one of the hotels down in DC. Did you hear about that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, there's a whole I forgot the name of it, but it's a hotel. It's down there close to like the monument. It ain't Trump Towers, but it's down there close to like the monument and all that. And they've been recently flagged, and I think the FBI starting to look into them as far as like a high extreme volume of human trafficking, like humans getting kidnapped.
Okay.
Yeah, so this went viral on Twitter. Like, think about 2, 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
A girl was staying in the hotel, and this was her posting it too. By the way, she was staying in the hotel, and she was like, the person at the front desk had gave her key to somebody else, to the room or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, luckily every time because she do a lot of traveling. When she go to the hotels, she locked the door. She put the little chain on. And she was like, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I think she was on the phone with like one of her friends or something, and she heard the little, how you slide the key in and the joint make the little like beep sound. And
Yeah.
yeah, she heard that, and she said she instantly got scared because she knew what the sound was. Like somebody had a key and they got in, but they couldn't get in because of
The
what I'm
little
saying?
latch jump.
Yeah, the latch exactly. And so she said that after about 5 to 10 minutes, I think about 5 to 10 minutes, the person like realized that they wasn't going to be able to get in, so they had left or whatever. And so then she said that she had called the police, and the police got there, and she was talking to the person at the front desk, and she said that the hotel be in on it because they was playing stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And luckily, sticking his hand in and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So after posting it, the post went, and then like not everybody, but a lot of people start telling their stories or whatever of the hotel, and that's just like, hey, that's what Bear, yeah, Panda Express, right? Thank y'all. My bad, bro.
No, you good, bro.
But yeah, so a lot of people start telling the stories. So because they was calling the police couldn't do nothing because the hotel was acting funny. So this is how crazy social media work, right? Niggas tag on Twitter, niggas tag the FBI, like in the tag the FBI in the tweet though, and they started up an investigation. Ain't that crazy how shit work?
Yeah, it is. It's definitely crazy, man, and thank goodness we got like stuff, social media to go above and beyond because like people just negligence don't want to do their job. You know what I'm saying? Thinking nothing of it, or they just don't want to put the legwork in to do it. And thank goodness you got something like social media that can spark the outrage that needs to have to get the wheels turning on this investigation. Like that, that's crazy. I about to say, I don't know if I recently heard about it recently, but
Mm-hmm.
like as you started to talk about it, certain stuff started to sound a little bit familiar.
Right.
But yeah, that's why I be like them hotels and stuff like that. Yeah, it'd be dirty games, man. Like, and then that whole man.
Yeah, because it was like people on the post that was saying that even when you go there with your friends, they try to like split you up somehow on the elevators.
Mm-hmm.
Like they be making a fake little weight capacity. Even it's a weight capacity, but they be trying to make the jump seem like it's super lighter than what it really is. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You go on this junk, you go on that junk, and then they'll send like one of the junks to like a crazy floor and a person to be there, and then end up snatching a person or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I guess that could be a what the fuck back in the shelving show too.
Yeah.
But what you got?
I got like a super slight, more calm one.
Chill.
This is like wow when I heard it, and I wish I could like speak to it more so.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't pronounce like a lot of the scientific terms and like what causes this.
Okay.
But I can give you the bare minimum of the fact, and if you like it or you're intrigued about it, you can go look it up yourself.
Okay.
So, certain mountain chains in the U.S., one in particular, the Sierra Nevada and California, it produces pink snow that also smells and rumored to taste like watermelon.
Okay. I actually heard about the pink snow part. I didn't hear about the watermelon part.
Yeah, they say that's what they say. It smells and tastes like watermelon or whatever, but it's not too well to eat or whatever. That's what I was like reading up to try to see what causes it or whatever.
Damn.
But it was
Can't
like a
eat
whole
it.
bunch of probably ain't too safe. I guess somebody must have tasted it. They say it tastes like watermelon or whatever, but they said it smelled like real sweet and stuff like that. They got like a whole bunch of different names like blood snow and there's like a whole bunch of other stuff too.
Yeah, I might need that.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
stay away from the yellow snow. I promise you, it don't taste like lemon.
Yeah. Just pissing in it and shit. Go ahead.
Right.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm definitely gonna do some research on that. See whatever kind of flavors they got out there and shit.
Yeah, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Got a green apple for you, peach, mango.
Man, you make a little smorgasbord with the snow. That's all right, right there.
Nature got his own snow cone business. That's all right, man.
Yeah, you like every time you say something like that, it just be like everything that we so used to. You can go out here in the world and get it somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. Yeah, that's all right, right there. But that will bring this podcast to an end. This is a great episode right here.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
we back into the swinging thing we missed last week.
yeah, Mr.
I
Week.
take that, you know what I'm saying, family stuff, life.
Nah, we good. It happens and shit. But yeah, it's another Head for the Hills podcast, and we out.
Bye.